I am a construction sheet metal worker for Pointer Sheet Metal out of local 20 here in Indianapolis. My hobby would be mountain biking.
It's absolutely crazy how much he loves it. It's brought him so much joy.
When it comes to the biking, I will go anywhere there is a trail that is not paved. Our favorite place is Brown County. We go there as much as we can. I went through a decent weight loss, and I noticed that I had bumps on my stomach, so I went to a surgeon who classified them as fatty tumors. And I'd probably say about a month or two later, I found some on my neck. I was like, okay, let's go get these taken care of. It looks kind of ugly.
Dr. Dikov, when he examined him, he felt that this was not the same benign tumors that he had had in the past, so he ordered a biopsy of one of these lymph nodes, and that revealed that Ian had something called CLL, or chronic lymphocytic leukemia.
First thought was, how bad? And it was the kids. You know, I've lost a parent, and I don't want them at this young age going through that.
If gone untreated, it would eventually have led to death.
We are very honest with our kids. So we sat them down, told them that it was cancer and that it was something that was eating at his body, but the doctors had come back and said that it was something that they could fix.
I instantly looked at my kids and started bawling because I didn't know what the future was going to hold and what it was going to be. My heart dropped. It was an instant sink, like, oh God, what does this mean? What's going to happen?
So it's pretty aggressive chemotherapy for 6 months, but does not require any treatment after that.
And then, of course, the nurses that were constantly in and out to make sure that he was okay on those days, that helped.
They deserve ungodly recognition for what they do. They do the best to remind you that you're not in it alone. You're not gonna do this by yourself. We're here. I couldn't have asked for any better nurses anywhere.
Nurse navigators are key in helping patients through their journey with cancer. You know, sometimes the physicians, the nurses, they're so focused on the technical aspects of taking care of the cancer and the patient that they miss out on a lot of the social things and personal things that are going around the patient.
Cassie, the nurse navigator, is so extremely awesome that even now when I go get my checkups, I request that I see her just to say hi and catch up.
I work nights and weekends, and I know he works days, so I would take off weeks at a time and be here, especially the week of his chemo, so that he didn't have to focus on the kids.
She stepped up her game, absolutely.
It was a hard hit. Obviously, he's the main breadwinner in this house. My job doesn't compare to his. And
Cassie identified that, you know, Ian hadn't been able to work full time, and that had impacted him economically. And so she was able to get gift cards for him to help with his groceries and gas.
When I heard of the gift cards, I was at work. And to know that there were people that were willing to help meant a lot.
If we went ahead with Christmas, we were going to drain everything that we had.
Mom and Dad told us that we might not have Christmas. I was super sad.
Thankfully, Cassie took it on herself to go and make sure that our kids had a Christmas. A very, very good Christmas.
To get a phone call from Ian that Cassie had told us that there was help for us and nobody around wanted to see us struggle with Christmas for our kids. They themselves came up with donations for us.
When they told us that the doctors were sponsoring a Christmas for us, I was super happy.
To see their faces, it was the best thing out of those 6 months that could have happened.
His prognosis is very good, so much so that we hope that he's cured of his disease, you know, that this was a bump in the road for him, and that, you know, 10 years from now this will all be a bad memory and his life will resume the normal course that before he has the disease.
Can't thank you enough for everything you've given. You give people hope when there is none. And I couldn't thank you more.
The days that you think that you're not touching anybody, the days that you think that you don't matter, you're gonna have somebody like me who understands that you do, who doesn't take advantage of the situation, who will soak it up and appreciates everything that you're doing. Having caring individuals look after you, laugh with you, joke with you, that means more than anything that I could ever say in words.
It really means a lot to Dad that you guys were there, and it definitely helped him get through all this, and us with the Christmas, and just thank you so much.
When he was going through chemo and everything, we couldn't really roughhouse that much, but now we can.
Thank you so much for helping my dad.